Let's play some matches with the most popular baseliner style in the Tour 7 and 8 of Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wildlife Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 and to turn on the bell if you like this video. So I start with a winner right in the corner of a match versus top 50 players global in Tour 8. He apparently has some connection problems here. This is one of the rare matches I play in Tour 8 without the Bastille string. I just wanted, I don't know why, to try with the Maestro Monti for this one. Okay, yep, maybe that I saw that my opponent had some fewer total power points, so I generally put on the Bastille string on versus volleyers and baseliners having high stats and even lower stats now and then. I don't know why. I think that I forgot very simply. I don't remember because I have played that match one week ago, but I think that I forgot to put the Bastille string on. Yeah, there's no reason otherwise. Because all opponents can be dangerous in Tour 8, and it's better to give to myself the best chance possible with a Bastille string, which has a forehand counter, critical Jiazu, and stamina Xian Jiazu. Alright. My opponent is destroying me in this first part of the match, I would say. Let's try to come back as usual. Looks like, I don't know, maybe that I play better when my opponent has started to lose stamina. Well, generally I try to make them drain on their stamina as well by playing with the windshield wiper mode. So by countering, and because a lot of them are trying to hit hard, they can deplete their stamina faster, slightly faster. So here we both have almost the same stamina level. If you look at the stamina bar at the top of the screen, but you can notice that whenever the stamina is low, it's much easier to outflank the opponent. You just have to be careful by hitting, and it's much easier to outflank by the end of the match, the second part of the match, than during the first part of the match. So if you start to read the hitting pattern of your opponent during the first part, then you can exploit the data during the second part, and then you can try and come back and equalize and win the match by exploiting the data that you collected during the first part. That's what I do because, well, you know, I have to counterbalance somehow for my lack of skills in swiping. I swipe really bad, not fast at all, and so you gotta kind of compensate with something else by trying to stay mentally tough, for instance, by not giving up, and by trying to read a bit the hitting pattern. So this is Halep, of course. We both know each other much better now. Since we have played a lot during those 3 last months. Much more in Tour 7 actually. I don't see Halep much in Tour 8. I've faced many different top players in Tour 8 and haven't seen much Halep. Oh right, he was wondering if I was going to hit a cross-court shot, so he was stopping at one moment. You can see that, but I know that I know that he's expecting me to hit a cross-court shot, so obviously I'm not going to hit it. I'm not crazy. I know you know me. Yep, I have been trapped several times, so not again, Halep. So I have learned lately, thanks to a sub, that Halep is a female player. I always thought that it was a male player. And apparently, that sub told me that on the official group, Facebook group of Tennis Clash, Halep is declaring that she's a queen. So okay, I was always referring to this player by him or he, but now it's going to be she. Okay, but I don't go on the official Facebook group of Tennis Clash. I don't go on Facebook anyway, so that's why I didn't know all those information. I don't have time for Facebook. I prefer to dedicate that time to reply to your comments, the subs comments on the channel. For me, it's more worthy. Okay. Remember me well. I have faced him like 5 times now. He has beaten me 3 times. And I haven't lost 2 times. At one moment that was funny because we were in Tour 7 and I think that he was donating his coins. He just started the match and then declared forfeit. I had much fewer trophies back then. I had something like 1,700, something like that, or 1,800 trophies. I had much lower stats as well, much weaker total power. So I think that seeing that he wanted to donate the coins, that was cool. 5, 2. Okay. Things are not too bad, but he's having some connection problems by the end. So why do I talk about the most popular baseliner style? Well, because it's the counter-puncher style. The other name of the defensive baseliner style, of course, and it's the style which is chosen the most often in Tennis Clash. Much more often than the aggressive baseliner style. That's normal because Kaito's agility and stamina are much better than the ones of Victoria. Moreover, Kaito has 2 very decent hands. And the fact that Victoria has 2 stronger hands, well, it can't counterbalance for her lack of stamina and agility, which is causing her a lot of problems by the end of all matches, especially the ones versus Kaito. I've played with Kaito versus so many Victoria lately in Tour 8, in Tour 7, and I can confirm you that it's very hard. I mean, the opponent can hit really hard, very accurately, and I will just let the storm go by, for the first part of the match, and then during the second part of the match, I will just exploit her lower stamina, and that's it. And she will suffer so much. I mean, Victoria arriving by the end of the match with 70% of stamina on the stamina bar. I mean, she can't do anything versus Kaito. Even with the best strong hands possible. Of course, I mean, you have to read the hitting pattern somehow. You have to guess a bit where your opponent is going to hit, of course, because otherwise you will be outflanked anyway. But I mean, if you anticipate correctly, then Victoria has no chance. And I'm talking about players who are very used to play with Victoria. Okay. So when I play with Victoria into 7 into 8, and because I'm not very used to play with her anymore lately, well, that's not very good for the win ratio. I go into 8 with Victoria now, mostly hoping to be matched with a volleyer, but now and then, well, the game just finds a baseliner, a Kaito actually, for me, and then, well, that's the torture. That's a massacre. Kaito can harm, can hurt so easily. Okay, let's hit on windshield wiper mode. As you can see, the hitting pattern of this opponent is quite clear. And if you show him that you have read his hitting pattern, well, he can lose patience quite quickly. Of course, now and then I can kind of forget that he's going to hit there. And of course, by the end of the match, with lower stamina, it's not very useful to hit very powerfully anymore. It's rather hitting accurately. That is preferable. Yeah, I opened the court too much there, really bad. Well, I thought that he would play differently that shot, but anyway. I was expecting something that should not be expected. There are some shots where, you know, you can kind of overestimate your opponent a bit, thinking that he's going to play there, but finally he's not. Well, the thing is that if you learn from your mistakes and you can correct it, then that's fine. It's like the shot I just hit before this one. I kind of knew that he was going to hit there. I went there to hit the cross corner shot, and that was fine. Okay, let's open some bags. Yep, now and then, lucky to find the forge in a classic bag. It was one classic bag, and this is even if I don't need that card much now, it's still cool to have it. I don't know when I will be able to get to 300 of them, the forge or the hammer, but let's just collect them. Yeah, wiper. Wiper versus Wiper. So, who's wiping better? It's him for that point. And that is really, really bad aim there. Yep.
2, 3.
So same thing with this opponent. The hitting pattern is quite visible as well. And now and then, I don't know, he has done that several times in different matches. He's kind of, he wants absolutely to end the point, and he hits a very powerful shot, and that turns to be an unforced error. Yeah, he likes to do that. This kind of acceleration after some medium shot, not too powerful.
Quiet, please. Match point.
No way. Yeah, still have to improve this kind of cross-court shot.
Quiet, please. First serve.
Some of the top players are really hitting them very well.
Quiet, please. Match point.
They almost never miss them. I still need to practice this shot. You know, to change the direction very suddenly towards the other sideline after having rooted the opponent to the spot. And the thing is to try to make the ball lick the sideline. And well, I still have to practice it. My shot is not good enough to do that. Okay, well, let's end the matches with the opponent having the lowest number of trophies, but some very decent stats.
1. Love.
Okay. Yeah. I was hoping for him to try to wrong foot me, but he just hit the other side. Okay.
1.
Hitting very powerfully is not always a solution. Oh, here that worked well. Yeah, the game has some synchronization problems. It kind of skips sometimes a fraction of the match and show us the end of the it's kind of time lapsing, showing us the like the first milliseconds of a rally, and then the skips like. Yep, I made a drop return here, and that point can change a bit the physiognomy of the match. Unfortunately, I spoiled the effort with that unforced error, and unfortunately my opponent gave that back. Let's attack with the cross-court shot. And another cross-court top shot.
Match point. Fault. Second serve.
All right. That was the fatal blow. Okay. you are going to see the lineup that they use most often for those matches with Kaito. Yeah, sometimes you got a Kaito card. That's cool. Well, I hope you enjoy watching me practice the most popular baseliner style in the Tour 7 and 8 of Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wildlife Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 to stay tuned for new videos of Tennis Clash. Thank you a lot for your support, and see you soon in Gameplay 365. Bye-bye.